You were wondering about those who came before you.
What is this?
This is where beauty becomes value. This is where the design completes.
I'm leaving.
You are not leaving. Tonight, you complete what begins.
This was the moment she understood. The glamour she'd been chasing was a trap. The luxury she had wanted was built on bones. And the man she had trusted was something far darker than seduction. He was a hunger dressed in designer clothes.
No! No, no, no! Malachi! Malachi, wake up! Something is moving.
I told you everything has a price, Kundai. Did you think the gold was free?
Help me! Teterudo! Teterudo! Mama! Please.
The ceremony requires willing initiation first. Then the phase becomes different.
When you are no longer needed.
The maggots were not a hallucination. They were a prophecy, a vision of what the ritual demanded, of what happened to girls who sold their beauty to the wrong buyer, of what she would become if she stayed.
How many? 17.
Over 5 years, the alignment is correct.
The preparations are complete.
By dawn, the transformation will be final. You are more beautiful now than before, especially now.
17 girls, 17 entries in his ledger, 17 lives reduced to dates and amounts of money. And now she understood. She was not his girlfriend. She was inventory. She was a transaction waiting to be completed.
Stay back!
What will you do, burn my house? I have documentation, insurance, protection. You just made a critical error.
Help! Somebody help!
In that moment, something shifted. She stopped being afraid. She stopped being prey. The village girl her mother raised, the one who knew how to survive, came back, and she chose fire.
Tete. It is me, Kundai. Please listen. Hello? Tete, I don't know this address, but it's a huge mansion on a hill with a black gate. He is going to... I am coming.
Teterudo had been waiting for this call. Not this exact call, but this moment. The moment Kundai would finally understand that the woman she hated was the only person in the city who could save her. And Tete would not hesitate.
Kundai, you cannot leave. The ceremony requires you. It won't hurt.
He searched for her like a man looking for his keys. Casual, confident, certain that she would be where he wanted her to be. He had never had a girl fight back. He had never had to hunt. That was his weakness, and she knew it.
I found her. I am coming to get you. Be ready. I am ready.
Tete and Mai Kundai did not need to speak. They had both lived long enough to recognize evil. They had both lost enough to know what was happening, and they both understood. This was the moment they'd been preparing for since Kundai left Nyati.
When we arrive, you go inside. I am taking my daughter home.
The city streets blurred beneath them. Tete drove with purpose. Mai Kundai sits silent, her hand on the door, ready. Two women moving towards danger because a girl they loved was drowning. This was not rescue. This was reclamation.
Kundai!
She held her breath. She held her life in the space between heartbeats. And then, a sound. The front door crashed open. Authority, hope. The moment everything stopped being about her alone and became about the women who refused to let her disappear.
Tete, I can explain.
It's over. We know everything.
Malakai's mask cracked. For the first time, he understood. He was not untouchable. His magic was not stronger than a mother's love. His ritual was no match for a woman who had already survived.
Come, Mama. We are going home. Not now. Later, we talk.
She was found, not by force, not by rescue teams or lawyers or luck. She was found because her mother came looking, because her aunt never stopped watching, because the women in her life chose her over fear.
She is safe now. Are you safe, my daughter? I do not know.
Safety was not a destination. It was not a place you arrived at and stayed. It was a process. A slow return to your body. A slow belief that you might survive what almost destroyed you. And it required witnesses. It required love.
You're back home, my child.
The price of the Gilded Cage was high, but her mother's love was higher still. And in the end, that's the only currency that ever truly mattered. She was home, scarred but alive, changed but whole, and surrounded by the women who refused to let the world take her.